Today I'm going to give you a simple ritual or technique that you can use to actually help you rid yourself of that negative thought, of those negative things that keep running around in your mind. And the only thing you're going to need is a black crystal. Now listen, this actually works and you'll be writing me, thanking me. But before we get started, if you're new to this channel, this is the metaphysical law of attraction channel that gives you manifesting techniques all in one place. So support this channel by watching the next video, liking, subscribing, and most of all, tap that bell. I'm back, everyone. Now, what is it that I have to tell you about negative thoughts and how you can control it? Now, listen, if you watch my channel, you already know that whatever it is you're focusing on, whatever it is you're thinking, you are actually bringing that into your reality. You are finding yourself bringing or attracting negative situations on the same vibration of your thoughts. It is crucial for us to try to control our thoughts as much as possible. And listen, I am not an exception. I am one of those people that do think negative thoughts like everyone else. The thing is, once you realize that you're thinking these negative thoughts, you need to control it a little better. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts a day. And I am going to tell you this right now. Most of them are negative. But when you keep dwelling on the same thoughts over and over again about your job, about your spouse, about your children, about your home, you are absolutely attracting that into your life. Now, where am I going with this? There's actual little rituals that you can do to help absorb negative thinking. One of them that I'm going to tell you is by using crystals. Now, you guys know that I am a crystal person, and black crystals are the number one thing that you can carry around with you that will help absorb negative thinking. Just by wearing it around your neck or on your arm, you are actually letting it absorb the negative thinking from you. Now, I'm going to give you a little ritual, so I need you to watch this all the way to the end. And listen, I'm going to even throw in another tip just for you. For those people out there that find themselves constantly always thinking negative about anything, always having negative thoughts popping up in their head, no matter what it is they're trying to do, this is for you. Now, this ritual, it takes only a minute or two, and it actually works. You're going to take a black crystal. When you find yourself thinking negative thoughts and you can't get it out of your head, you just find yourself, wow, I can't believe it. I spent the last 3 minutes just thinking negative thoughts. At this point, I want you to take that crystal in your hand and you're going to breathe out. When you're breathing out, you are breathing out the negative thinking. Okay, so this is kind of like a visualization, okay? So you're going to take the crystal. You can even program the crystal to absorb negative thinking, okay? You can say something like, with this crystal is made just for me to absorb my negative thinking. Whenever I hold this crystal in my hand, this crystal's job is to absorb my negative energy or my negative thinking, and I thank you. You're going to hold this crystal in your hand and you're going to exhale on the crystal. And you're going to visualize black energy coming from you in the way of whatever it was you were thinking of. So let's just say you were thinking of your job. And at that point, I need you to just, whatever you're thinking, you caught yourself, breathe out into the crystal. Visualizing black air, black smoke going into the crystal and the crystal absorbing it. I want you to keep doing this over and over again until you feel better. You might even want to put some music on, or you might just want to say, Crystal, thank you for relieving me of this negative thinking. This is not true for me. This is not my reality, and I am releasing it right now. And you're going to breathe that negative energy into the crystal. It is even so much easier when you have it around your neck and you find yourself thinking negative thoughts. You can hold it in your hand and breathe it into the crystal. Now, what are you going to do after that? You're going to take the crystal once you start feeling better, and you're going to place it under running water and allow the water to run on the crystal for at least a minute. Why are you doing this? You're rinsing away the negative energy, everyone. Now, what are the crystals that I would use for this? You can use a black tourmaline, which for me is one of the most powerful absorbing crystals you can get. The next one would be a jet, a black obsidian, a snowflake obsidian. Any of the black obsidians you can use. You can use a jet. Anything black will actually work, okay? And remember, set the intent in the crystal to do the job, to absorb the energy, and let it go. Once you rinse this off, put it back on, or wear it however you're wearing it, or put it back in your pocket and pull it out another time when in need. Now, as a tip, for those of you that don't have a black crystal or can't have access to a black crystal, this is for you. When you feel like you are thinking negative thoughts and they are consuming you, you can take a piece of tissue and you can breathe in the tissue. Now, you're going to breathe in the tissue again, just like you were breathing into the crystal. But what are you going to do with this tissue once it's done? You're going to flush it in the toilet and flush away whatever negativity you have been breathing into this tissue. So it is just as simple as you're thinking negative thoughts. You have a tissue next to your desk. You take one, you breathe out, and you say, this is not my reality. God, I'm releasing this at this moment. And you breathe out. And you breathe out, and you see yourself breathing out black air, black smoke into the tissue. You boil it up and you take it and you flush it down the toilet. It is just that simple. So listen, right now, I just gave you guys a simple ritual technique that you can do to erase or remove negative thoughts from your head. Now listen, give it a try. It actually will work. Believe me, you'll be thanking me later. Again, support this channel by liking, subscribing, and tapping the bell. Don't forget, everyone, watch the next video if you want more manifesting techniques from Yvette. If you want to know anything about my world of metaphysics, look in the description. Again, namaste.